drink too much. I don't think I can hold it together today. Can I go home? Yes, we come back tomorrow.
Usually, before I go shaking my tits for the press, I like to go see how the professionals do it. Some might say the chief of police has no business in an institution like this, but in fact it's the quietest and safest place in town. You won't run into any reporters, nobody gets into any fights, nobody drinks too much, nobody even raises their voice. The place is owned by an elderly gentleman who knows how to keep things under control. That's why I never invite my friends here. I wanted to make an exception for my 60th birthday, but most of my colleagues are young enough to be my sons, and they'd rather just hire prostitutes. Why stare at some boobs when you can take the whole package for yourself? But there's none of that in our club. Even looking too long is considered indecent. You can get an occasional glimpse, like by accident. The rest of the time you just pretend that you're immersed in conversation, or just come by for a drink. Doesn't mean these gentlemen wouldn't want their bald heads smothered in tits. It's just that nobody says it out loud. My younger colleagues might call it hypocrisy, but I call it the good old-fashioned manners. Good manners and leave the rest unsaid. She agrees to unbutton her blouse, and we agree not to pay too much attention. The girls are on a quiet prowl, too. They're looking for a way out of their cramped rooms. Maybe make friends with some wealthy patron with a pacemaker and dentures. Everybody wants something. But we have to control ourselves, or we'll all turn into libertines and prostitutes. Hell, if there weren't any rules, I'd be belching and farting, jumping up on the table, arms held high, yelling, "Shake it, baby!" No idea how I got so barbaric.
Hello, everybody, NPCKiller here, and this is the first episode of This is Police. Or sorry, This is the Police. I seen this on Steam. I was on sale and I wanted to play it. That's about it. So let's go ahead, and you've seen the cutscene, so let's go ahead and get started with this. It looks like it'd be fun. Air Rogers, sex maniac. City Hall confirms rumors of Jack Lloyd's resignation. Good work. Oh, what a piece of shit. My car took 3 times to start. I'd be really pissed off.
When I was a kid, my father sometimes told me at bedtime that if I closed my eyes and didn't open them for a long time, all the demons would blow away. Yesterday I turned 60, but I still take his advice. Not because I'm sentimental or want to keep the memory of my father alive. I just can't think of a better solution. To get away from all the demons that haunt Freeburg, I'd need to wear a blindfold 24/7. Plus, it's a good idea to act blind when talking to reporters. At least that's what my colleagues say. They're afraid of press conferences. But for me, it's more like a confessional. No matter what lies you tell, you're privately thinking the honest answers. It helps me remember who I am. The fact that I'll be reading all about it in the papers tomorrow is a small price to pay. Call it penance for the preacher. This is the first time I'm afraid of those answers my mind has given me. Not because I'm mad I'm losing my job. Though it's true, I'm mad as hell. Not because I subconsciously blame everyone else. Though I damn sure do blame them. And don't even ask me what my next move is. I can't imagine. But even that doesn't scare me. The worst thing is, I know I'm gonna have to do something. And I'll be damned if I know how far I'll go. I may have a lot of vices, but predictability isn't one of them. I learned a long time ago how to drive away the swarming demons. But what do you do when they're trying to rip your soul from your skin? Shutting my eyes tight as I can. The best solution remains the same: play blind. I just hope the reporters think I was blinded by the camera flash.
Oh, I gotta click that. Yesterday the mayor also officially announced your register. I can't even speak. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. Did this come from as a surprise, or did you know all along about this in advance? The mayor discussed it with me. Mayor Rogers told me that he wants a fresh face running Freeburg PDs. So no, it does not come to a surprise. Do you actually know the name of your successor? I think he's a new man. I think they'll be bringing in some new blood, a fresh mind to take a fresh look at the fresh problem. I know, I've added words. After recent corruption scandal, your deputy Francis Kendricks said he was looking forward to resigning. If the mayor offers him your position, could that change his mind? Perhaps. Sounds possible. He thinks the new office would help him serve the city a little longer. Although Kendrick is acquitted, I may still believe the police are cooperating with the mafia. Do you have anything to say about this? Bullshit. Excuse me, but it's a pile of horseshit. The mafia's police working together, maybe they're in cahoots with the aliens. The mafia are a bunch of low-life criminals. How about someone ask some real questions? Ugh, I hate reading. Do you think your personal relationship with the mayor could be the reason behind your retirement? How should I know? You better ask him. Thank you. That could have went worse.
How's the back today, Mr. Boyd?
Same as usual.
How did the press conference go?
You can read about it in the newspapers tomorrow. Don't let anyone in.
Even Mr. Kendrick?
Especially Mr. Kendrick.
That low-life piece of shit. Three, that's it. Depending on how big your headache is, you might have to take a bottle of Tylenol. And my voice is going all gurgly.
As soon as I heard the door creak, I knew what face I'd see. When I tell Emma not to let anyone in, there's only one man it could be. Rude, arrogant, no warning. That's Mayor Rogers in a nutshell.
Apparently a douchebag.
White summer shoes, white socks, white shorts, white polo shirt, and the white smile of a hungry shark.
With no face.
Mayor Rogers enters every room like he owns the place. Even the floorboards under his feet sound like they're creaking an apology. He never shied away from the odd corruption scheme. It's like the devil walks behind him. In the movies, the villains controlling the city play golf with the judges. Rogers plays tennis with them instead. That's about the only difference.
Jack,
I hate tennis and I hate golf.
I was hoping to catch you after the press conference. You ran away so quick.
There's no smoking at City Hall. No reason for me to hang around.
Well, this morning I signed a ban on smoking in all public buildings. Soon you won't be able to smoke here either.
Soon enough, I won't be here at all.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. The people of this city like you, Jack. The police chief of all people. Don't Don't betray that, Jack. Don't get wrapped up in any schemes. Sit nice and quiet for the next 180 days, and you'll be remembered as a hero. That's the only thing that you still have left. Be
Does
the
anybody else want
hero.
to kick this guy in the
Then
nuts?
how am I supposed to scrape together a retirement fund?
You had a million chances to secure a luxury pension, one that even I would have envied, although I've never set aside any money for myself. I'm not planning to retire anytime soon. "180 days of quiet, Jack. That's all I need. I don't have any problems with you, and you won't have any problems with me."
How about we kick him in the nuts?
I have a new assistant, Troy Starr. If you have something to tell me, call him. But try not to bother him. He's a busy man.
I'll do my best.
And quit smoking up the office. One of my friends will be using it soon.
Oh yeah, what a dick. Hole. Oh, that's reassuring.
I'm sorry, babe. Only the mayor has this number. Mr. Mayor?
Yeah, is this Troy Starr?
Yes?
Go fuck yourself, Troy Starr.
That was great. Jack Boyd, only assholes join the mafia. Gotcha. Civil servants' wage won't be raised this year. Oh, that sucks. Cleanliness of streets. Oh, city streets increased by 20%. Ooh. This could work. 2. 3. There we go. Piece of shit.
Cops don't use the police station cafeteria anymore. There's some kind of stigma against sitting shoulder to shoulder with your partners. Everybody just takes snacks from the machines or grabs a meal and hammers it down in the corner like a vulture on a corpse.
Sounds
The
like my
main
work.
thing, don't look into anyone's eyes. Could be construed as an invitation to sit together. The only people eating here are ghosts.
And that guy.
My deputy, Francis Kendrick. He recently became one of those ghosts. The subject of one of the most devastating corruption scandals in the history of Freeburg. No evidence to support the accusations, but everyone knows Kendrick's days are numbered. I need that file I asked for. Needs to be ready tonight. Francis didn't say anything, but I understood. Ghosts aren't supposed to talk. Besides, I got a feeling he was already finished.
Sucks to be that dude. Alright. Would you like to receive tips about how the game works? Show me what you got. I'm a 60-year-old police chief with a few months away from retirement. I don't need to tell you how to do my job. We'll just do that. Free board, we're gonna upcoming. I'm a shift today and tomorrow. Every shift officers respond to crimes in progress, and detectives continue on their investigations. You can further move employees between the shifts. Proceed. All officers and detectives possess several important characteristics. Professionalism shows the overall efficiency level of your policeman. Figure around 150 is considered average. Any policemen who fall short of this mark are entirely reliable, while those professionalism is considerably higher. Average are a safe bet, even in a pinch. Energy, okay. Don't tell you anything. Some additional characteristics are here in review. For instance, some cops are lazy and will come up with any reason they can to take a day off, while others drink too much and you can only guess about the things you want to do to be able to draw your own conclusions based on the behavior of their employees. Okay, so we got lazy fucks. Gotcha. Okay. So it looks like we are on shift B. We got a mole. I got a mole. Oh, maybe that's his last name. Or her last name is Mole. Well, shit. I thought I was going to have fun. Start today. gonna send in my mole. Oh yeah, that would be helpful. I don't need a cigar in the middle of my city. Respondable calls is bread and butter of your work. You need to send your officers to crime scenes before the timer expired. Mark on the map where the call came from. The further away the destination from the police station, the longer it takes your officers to travel back and forth, so longer your people will be tied up and unavailable for upcoming work.
110B in progress.
The user ways to determine how difficult a task is to check how many units are allowed to send on a call. The more units you send, the more serious the threat is. Particularly, Russian give the option of sending swap, but must be accompanied by at least one officer. The number of slots is not the only thing to consider. Available information, location of crime scene, the presence of weapons, and so on and so forth. All this you can tell is seriously in the case should be taken. Missions might look simple at first glance, but it turns out into a brutal meat grinder, or a serious call can come in when no one turns out the false alarm. Married company exited a convenience store and saw a van in a parking lot. Back over a homeless man who has been digging through the trash. The jumper driver comes to help, and once he saw that he'd hit the bum, he got back and slowly drove away. Okay, we only need to take one. Price, you're kind of new. Go do this. Oh, what's this one? Last picture showed theater. Theater manager reported during the show of the Citizens Kane, a drunk man attempted to force his way into the theater carrying a snowboard decorated with the word Rosebud. When he denied injury, he violently attacked the cashier and is currently fighting with the theater security guard. I'll send you and you. We'll send two of them on that one, just so, because, you know, fighting. You don't want the officers to get screwed up in a battle. Can I, like, move this map? No, of course not. Settings. Okay. Resume. Oh, God, it's raining. Hit and run report. When everyone goes to look at the crowd, nobody dies. The truth is sometimes the criminals manage to escape. Just try to avoid dead cops or civilians. Dead cops will hurt your roster, and dead civilians bother the mayor even more than the living ones. Offender escaped. Officer unharmed. Of course he did. You suck. Offender escaped. Officers unharmed. Civilian killed. Awesome. Great, you guys suck. Well, that sucks a lot, but maybe that was supposed to happen. Armed robbery. 3 teenagers armed with a shotgun robbed a videotape store. This is 2016, almost 17. Where the hell can you find a videotape store? And made off with a whole collection of adult movies, and they stole porn. The criminals fled into a car, but the store manager wrote down a license plate. The car owner is Janet Brown, who lives in the suburbs. We'll send this guy. She's almost back, so we'll send 2 of them. Oh God. Fight, bothered sister clash in each other, or deceased father's will, according to one of the liar. We don't care. We don't separate them. Our security guard is off duty tonight. Okay, we'll send Brody there. I only need 1 cop for that one, because I'm running out of cops to say, hey, so anybody comes back, and before people come back. That's no good. Okay, we got 3 back. What's this one? Crime by a passerby saw some teenager attack an elderly musician and run away with his guitar and his money. Let's send this. Send 2. When your cars aren't sure how to proceed, they might contact you and ask you to handle the situation. They try to deal with whatever comes up, but don't waste your time on this stuff. You have plenty of other problems on your plate. Okay, vehicle question, park right side of running to the sound of running. Loud laughter can be heard through the living room window. Knock up. Open, please. Offender call. Officers unhardened. Woohoo! And I got whatever this is. I forget. I think that's the prestige, basically, or the whatever the hell it was called. Professionalism. Report fight. Offender escaped. Officer unharmed. Ugh, you suck. I'm gonna send you people an easy message. Price and Austin. You got a 5 and an 80. You guys suck a big cojones. I mean, come on. Seriously? A 5 and an 80. You had more. Ugh, report assault. Offender escaped. Officers unharmed. Oh, that's good. My cops suck. My day shift cops suck. You're supposed to be catching the criminal. Woo. End of day. But my people aren't back yet. What if something else pops up? Okay, now they're back. I think you need much a cup. If you think you need a couple extra hands tomorrow, you can order a cop to come from work and work overtime. But if they're working flat out, they'll be much more exhausted. Somebody bound to make mistakes. Okay. Alright. End of day. Shift A, Shift B, Shift A. These guys are at home. Shift B is here now. No, wait. Shift home. Shift A. Oh, Shift A is probably next. Okay.
Used to be when I asked Kendrick to stay late at the office, he liked to grumble and crack wise. Nowadays, he doesn't have the strength for it. Slumped shoulders, blank stare, wrinkled skin. The past few weeks, I don't hardly recognize my old friend. In his younger years, he reminded me of a gallant royal officer in an old Kipling story. Kendrick isn't just crumbling under the weight of the public pressure, but from the shame of it all.
Shame him.
Internal Affairs raided the library he inherited from his grandfather, hoping they'd find buckets of cash stashed in the pages. Heard about the look on his face, the fearless policeman standing helpless in horror. I've known Francis for 30 years. The past 20 years he's played loose with the law. And I know that at a certain point, every stolen dollar brings more misery than anything else.
Well, yes,
Probably sounds crazy, but I sympathize with the guy. What can I do? Your friends are your friends, and these are the waters we swim in.
Called all of the people on that list today. Now they know you're in business, so you could get a call from any of them. You don't need to worry about any of them. I've cleared them all.
And what kind of business are we talking here?
It's nothing too serious, just like you asked. Should be just a few small favors. Payments will vary depending on the situation and who you're dealing with. How much are you looking to earn?
$500,000.
$500,000? Why not a whole million?
Because everybody wants to take $1 million. Figured I'd try something different.
$500,000 in 180 days? Well, you could earn it all above board if you netted all the big fish and hit all your bonuses.
Never knew you for a fisherman.
Well, you never got into my business, and I'm not trying to get into yours. But be careful about bringing in any other cops. Sooner or later, they'll put the finger on you. And,
of course they will.
And one more thing, Jack. I remember what you said, but I should probably add one more name to that list. Christopher Sand.
Sand.
Sand. Beach sand.
Christopher G. Sand. Everyone knows the name, but few could tell you who he is. The old man stays away from the spotlight. Always wears old-fashioned jeans and knitted sweaters. Gives to charity. Rarely attends social events. An avid hunter, I hear. Even dabbles in poetry. You'd never guess he's the head of the oldest and most powerful gang in the city. Goes back as far as his great-grandfather. And Sand is strict about following the old rules. He rarely involves himself in commonplace murders and robberies. Hardly needs to intimidate anyone to get his point across. The people who work for him each have their sphere. They provide protection where needed, even work with the authorities when they want to make a deal. Meanwhile, Sand pulls the strings without getting his hands dirty. People sometimes mistake his quiet approach. A couple years ago, an arms dealer decided to expand its business without asking permission, and his whole family paid the price. In 4 weeks, Sand killed 31 people. Old men, women, even a few teenagers. And Sand's people made sure every paper reported it. Frank, I don't want to hear you say that name again.
Jack, please, listen to me. I'm in with these guys.
We agreed, Frank. That's not the kind of business I'm into. I don't go there. Never have, never will.
Never have, never will. Fucker. Francis Kinder announces his retirement date. Construction of Cinema Museum postponed again. Legendary singer comes to Freiburg. 1, 2, 3. You'd think we'd get that fixed by now. Okay, when a police officer is too tired to be effective, he will ask for a day off, but sometimes I request a few days even at their full strength. Some of the reasons you will hear are far-fetched, while some are very serious. Don't overindulge your subordinates and authorize them either. Or antagonize them either, and remember that everybody got secrets, and you've got to make sure these guys have your back. Okay, proceed. I drank too much. I don't think I can hold it together today. Can I go home? Yes, but come back tomorrow? It's my dog's birthday. I want to spend the day with her at the park. Can't we let me off? No. In addition to performance rating, a police officer also possesses ranked employees begin at the lowest rank and can be elevated ranked from 1, 2, or 3 stripes. Once a week, you can pass out stripes and get involved in rank, or and improve the rank of employees. Blah 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 blah. Woo! Birch Jr. You got a rank, baby. Take that, cause you are your shit. Okay, shift day. Start today. Start today. Freiburg isn't one of the cities where you listen to what you say. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Music collections. Go to map. We don't play music because I'm a fear of copyright strikes. Let's learn how to hire and fire cops. Proceed. Okay. Affairs. Police station. Labor market. You have a certain number of paid openings for which you can hire any available applicant. Job slots are separated between officers and detectives. Shift A. Want to free up a slot? Time to fire somebody. Goodbye, Roy. You have legal grounds for termination. No one will ask any questions if you need to fire them anyway. Legitimately be damned, but you could land in additional proceedings, and your other staff will become more worried about keeping their jobs than they are about doing their actual jobs. Another way to free a slot play is officer being killed, but it's not really a valid option, right? Get too old, you're fired. Okay, close. Okay, there we go. What do we got? Vandalism received. A frightened call from local cathedral in the morning and blah blah blah. It's returned during night. The old or seems to have painted with sadistic or Satanist. Huh. Okay. Birch Jr. Go do this. It's something pretty easy. Labor market. Labor market. Professionalism. 160. I don't have any detectives. really... I think I'd rather have a cop, though. And then we'll hire this guy, too. Okay. That'll give me some... I don't know what I just did. I just hired me a detective, I know that much.
211 in progress.
What's this? Businessman looking out his window saw two teenagers scratching offensive slogans on his new car. Well, Roy, I know it's your last day, but can you go out and freaking do this? Maybe you'll die on the way. It didn't say there was... Well, it did say there's 3, but I sent one old guy with no... Offenders escaped, officer unharmed. Great. Birch, come on, dude. I think that's Birch. Or Birch. Police station. Witness's name. Reports he just served a chicken Eddie and diet. Cooked to dangerous criminal who she saw on television this morning. The culprit is sitting at the window eating a burger. That's what I need to do. Send a high with a low. For vandalism. What up? Offenders escape. Officer unharmed. Well, good thing you don't get fired today. Waitress had mistaken retired Officer Frank Nero for fugitive in question. Close. False alarm. Okay. Mr. Boyd, my bouncer stuffed himself in Mexican food again. Now he can't get off the can. Meantime, the line outside of the club is stretching around the block. We need someone outside who can tell cool guys from the punks. Bert, you should be able to handle this, right? I hope. I hope. That seems like something relatively simple. Yeah, you look like a cool guy. You look like a cool guy. Go to hell. Get out of here. What's this? Anonymous call came in from a clown carrying balloons. The skating rink is selling crack to teenagers. We'll send you and you again. Sorry, Chief, but I quit. One night I pulled in more cash than I earned, and work monkey was at this dump. Mr. said he wouldn't mind taking me on. I guess I just wasn't cut out to be a cop. Okay, sweet.
411 in progress.
Thank you from Sam. Thanks for your help. Thanks for your help, Mr. Boyd. Okay. What's this? A naked man carrying a canister of gasoline has threatened to set himself on fire unless his favorite chewing gum becomes popular again. Roy, just go make sure this guy doesn't burn himself. We can hire another cop. There we go. Close. Come on, get there. Go, go, go. Ah. Pecker. Drug sales. Police arrive clown making balloon cover up when a raincoat pretend to be a legitimate customer. Carefully watch the clown from the stands. Take the clown in to the ice and round up any witnesses. Watch carefully from the stands.
1111.
Offender caught. Woo! That's what you get for taking a high-ranking officer with you.
411.
Suicide threat. Offender escaped. Also harmed. Well, at least he didn't die. And you can't get any lower, so I don't even care if you get back. I don't even care if you get back. End of day. Checkpoint. Day 4. So I'm not really understanding this, I guess. But anyway, guys, that's all I have for time for today. As always, don't forget to leave a comment and like, subscribe, and below. And take it easy.